Are you one of those people who have watched a lot of Zhiyun Smooth for reviews but have found less to none honest reviews about its cons? Stay tuned, as in this video I will give you not just one but 5 reasons on why Zhiyun Smooth 4 is not the gimbal you are looking for. Hey, that rhymed. It's time to get some. What's up peeps, like you, I have watched a lot of reviews about Zhiyun Smooth 4 before buying it. However, despite putting a lot of time in researching, I still got surprised that there are a lot of weaknesses that was barely even touched or not even mentioned at all by the people who made reviews about this product. So for you to not experience the same scenario, I will give you 5 possible reasons based on my own usage on why this gimbal might not be for you. First is compatibility and weight. If you are someone who's not comfortable to bring big accessories in your filmmaking or vlogging shots, then this will be an issue as Zhiyun Smooth 4 is quite big in size. Unlike other gimbals who has the folding function or small in size that you can even put it in your pocket, this gimbal doesn't have those. This is also one of the heaviest gimbals out there, weighing 547 grams compared to other gimbals who only weighs 450 grams and below. This is something that you need to plan when you're gonna use it, as you will need a slightly medium-sized bag or a carrying case made for Zhiyun Smooth 4 to bring this in the place you will do your shoot and vlogs. Second is balancing takes time. You need at least a minute or less to balance your phone in this gimbal. It is true that the gimbal can still function even if your phone is not properly balanced. However, the risk is that this will affect the performance of your gimbal, which can lead to more power consumption. And worst case scenario, this can put more stress on the motors and reduce its torque output and durability. However, balancing your phone will get easier the more you use this gimbal. But if you are someone who likes to take quick shots when you're in a cool place or something pops up in your head and then you just want to take those shots immediately, there are already gimbals out there with a clip-on function where this phone holder comes up with your phone when you are using it and then you clip it back on to take those quick shots. So that is something that might work for you. Third is it blocks your audio jack. This is one thing that was barely touched by the reviews I watched and read and is quite related to the first and second reason I mentioned earlier. You need to adjust your phone position in order to use its audio jack. This is the standard way of putting your phone in Zhiyun Smooth 4. Now it is perfectly balanced, but it blocks your audio jack. So you won't be able to use an extended microphone, which is a must, especially if you want to capture the sounds of the scenes you are shooting or the voices of the people in your vlog. So based on my research, the workaround for that is adjust the mobile clamp and move it downwards to create an opening for your audio jack. Now that we have successfully inserted the microphone, you might think that this is the end of our problem, but it's not. Because since there is a microphone wire at the bottom part, this will block the tilt axis motor, which is this, and will prevent us from using the full tilt and will limit our shots. Like if you plan to do lowrider shots or shoot grassy and rocky sceneries, that won't be possible anymore. So I need to make more research about it, and the next workaround for that is to move your phone to the farthest left, in which you can insert the microphone wire and balance your phone the standard way. The issue about this is there is now an imbalance as more weight is on the left side and you cannot adjust anymore the roll axis thumb screw, which is here, due to its maximum limit. So I had to make a final research, and the workaround for that is you will need a counterweight like this. I bought this along with the gimbal. It's an Ulanzi counterweight which fits most gimbal products. The purpose of this is to add more weight on the other side of your gimbal to achieve a perfect balance and lessen the stress on your gimbal motors, especially when you have a heavier phone or additional equipments attached like this microphone wire or a different phone lens. All in all, this is my full setup for my mobile filmmaking and vlogging as of the moment. So if you're someone who doesn't like your audio jack getting blocked, there are other gimbals who has this feature you can go ahead and check them out. Fourth is this gimbal is not beginner friendly. The reason why Zhiyun Smooth 4 is arguably the best gimbal out there is because it holds so many features in the gimbal itself. Because of the wide options available, you will not need to touch your phone anymore and just focus on creating the perfect shots for your film. But in order to do that, you need to learn well the function of each button in this gimbal. And that is not something you can do just by reading the manual alone. You will need to practice and familiarize yourself with the button's functions. However, it is really easy to learn once you get the hang of it and also give time to learn all the features available for this gimbal. But if you are someone who really doesn't have the time to study and wants lesser buttons to learn, then this gimbal might not be for you. Lastly is the ZY Play app compatibility. This is the biggest flaw that I found because in order for you to use the features for this gimbal, you need to download their free app called ZY Play app. This has the available features for your gimbal like the zoom, manually controlling the focus, panorama shots, time lapses, vertigo shots, motion tracking, and many more. Now the problem is there are a lot of new phones already that have been released this year 2021, and most of them ZY Play app is not yet fully compatible with. So this is the latest list of phones that I found where this gimbal is fully compatible. Now I have a Samsung Galaxy A70 and there is none for the A series of Samsung here. But the app is working on my phone. It's just that it's less the capacity of my native camera app. For my phone, I can shoot 1080p at 60 fps and 4K resolution at 30 fps. However, I can only go as high as 1080p for 30 fps in the ZY Play app. It's quite a disadvantage as the extra features are only possible in the app and I can't do shots that I want in 60 fps or 4K resolution. But we can't blame gimbal companies like Zhiyun because the one who sets the limit for third-party camera apps are the phone companies themselves. Most workarounds in the reviews I watch and read suggest to use the Filmic Pro app. But the problem with that is it's also a third-party camera app and it has its limits as well. When I checked the Filmic Pro evaluator, they can only go as far as 1080p at 30 fps as well with my phone. And it's not free. It costs 719 pesos or around $16. So I believe the best way is for Zhiyun to just continually update and improve their ZY Play app in order for the clients to fully maximize their gimbals. So if the pending issues with the ZY Play app is not something you want to be a part of, you might want to check out other gimbals like the ones who can control your native camera app in your phone in order for you to not download their ZY Play app anymore. If the 5 reasons I mentioned doesn't bother you at all, then I suggest you buy Zhiyun Smooth 4. It is arguably the best gimbal out there for a reason. It has a lot of features available at the tip of your fingers even though your phone is not fully compatible with the app. It really feels premium and durable. Plus, I bought it at a good price. Right now, it only costs 3,600 pesos or around $70. And the main purpose we buy gimbals is for our smartphone shots to be stabilized. And it really does its job well. To prove to you the stability of this gimbal, I will show you a very short 1-minute video clip of me riding a skateboard using Zhiyun Smooth 4 for my shots. Check it out.
Keep all your game, highs and lows, highs and lows. It's all the same, highs and lows, highs and lows. Keep all your game, highs and lows, highs and lows. It's all the same, highs and lows, highs and lows. So
There we go, peeps. You saw how stable it is. When I was riding the skateboard, I was only thinking about angles and then just skating. I didn't even think about holding it to keep it steady. It just did it by itself. Just take note that the limit of your gimbals is not just with your smartphone compatibility, it is also with your own filmmaking creativity. So make the best creative shots possible regardless of the equipment you have. If this video helped you out, please click the like button below. Comment if you have any other questions that you have in mind that I can help you with. And don't forget to subscribe, as I will be using this gimbal to elevate my vlogging and filmmaking skills. So you better watch out for those. As always, be awesome, stay handsome. Handsome out!